Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts. And we are going back in time to Our Day Will Come. And we're going to start a new mini series for Our Day Will Come. And that's because I found a little rehearsal at the age of 9. And it was only like a minute and a half or something like that. And I didn't want that to be in isolation. And I said, well, how do I accommodate that? And then I looked and I saw that she has done several performances for Our Day Will Come, primarily at the age of 11. I think there's two performances or three performances in a rehearsal, and then there's also one at 13. So we're gonna do that. Now I'd already done at the Hemnes Fjord festival at age 9, where she did Our Day Will Come. I believe that was the first time I heard her do Amy Winehouse at that time. And so we will continue. And so in this particular video, we're gonna stick that original rehearsal that I was looking at in Doha when she's 9 here, but we're also going to do the Sandefjord rehearsal and show, Sandefjord, which is in 2017. She's 11, so there's a rehearsal and a show for that. So we're going to do all three here. So without further ado, let's get right to that. We're going to start with that rehearsal in Doha. Now, it's been quite a while since I reacted to her at the Hemnes and Fjord festival, so I don't know how much of a basis or comparison I'm going to be able to draw for that. So we'll do our best, but here we go. This is it's for the opening festival in Doha. Awesome. So, all right. So first things first, I remember the band back in the Hemnes Fjord Festival, which I didn't really like very much, and I remember the trumpet player really getting in the way of that one. So we don't have that here. It is windy. It's not the best sound. It's a rehearsal. You could hear them tweaking the audio. At one point, I heard them turn up the reverb. Essentially the echo. I'm not going to go back and try to find that. You can hear that. Here I feel like I don't know if she's experimenting, but you hear her kind of going in and out of a more like core Amy Winehouse sound and then her own voice. So it's kind of like a mixed bag here. And I think that makes sense based on this age. I think she's maybe 3 months away from when she had done the Hemnes and Fjord Festival. So she may not have practiced or rehearsed since then, but I think she's at that time where she's beginning to develop more and grow and so forth. Her body's changing, her voice is changing, so it would make sense that she would be trying to maybe. Whereas previously, I think she was, primarily trying to emulate Amy, mostly anyway. Here it feels like it's a certain point she turns it on and off. Um, Not a lot to comment about this, and again, since I'm not really remembering too much of that first performance, I'm not going to draw much of a comparison there. I think where we're going to see a difference is likely between this and the next two, where she jumps to age 11. So that'll be interesting to hear. But, I mean, I don't know another person that can sound this good at age 9, especially for just a casual rehearsal. So, yeah, and so cool to see Mike at the end, too, her uncle. So let's jump right to this. So this is the Sandefjord, if I'm pronouncing it correct, festival in 2017, and that's on July of that year, July 12th of 2017. She's 11 years old. So let's get right to that. A little slower. Sorry, I just want to comment right away. First of all, we've got backup singers. You hear them experiment a little bit with the horns, and I hear a really low reed instrument. It sounds like a bari sax, but I don't see it in there. But I love that sound. It gives it that more authentic, Amy Winehouse feel, and that beat. Really neat here. So let's jump back to the beginning. Oh, there it is. I do see it now. So I missed it originally. So yes, it is a bari. I actually did not see it at first. So. Okay, yeah, the camera shifted. That's why. Ooh. So she's really dancing around that da. Just every little subtle nuance now. She is got it. She can do whatever the heck she wants, and she is playing with it. And sorry, not only does she play with that pitch, so she goes like she's wavering it, but she increases her volume through it. Like it's a crescendo. Her vibrato. Yeah, and I think prior to this age, we don't see her kind of groove as much as she is here, and she's very comfortable, and we see body language here. I love you with that as well. Yeah, look at that groove. Okay, that was 100% Angelina. It was 100% beautiful. I recognize that trombone player. Okay, so I hope that they worked out better sound for this, before the performance, but we'll see. You see, okay, you see the horns here, kind of experimenting with fills, which I think is really neat. I'm suspecting that that means there's going to be a solo, more than likely for the live performance. A lot of times those fills work as a kind of backing soundtrack for that, but it's not entirely clear. But you see they're kind of playing with it. And I forget, it's been so long, but I feel like that part she just did, she really struggled with at the earlier age. I don't recall from the rehearsal we just saw. I don't think it was actually in that rehearsal. I think it cut off before, but from the Hemnes Fjord festival, I think she actually struggled more with this, and she had. I don't feel like it was necessarily strong here. Again, it's in her upper register, but it's definitely better. Yeah, much better. If my memory served me correctly. Okay. So cool to see. It'll be really interesting to hear that versus the performance. Yeah, much better sound already. Beautiful harmony. She always steps it up for the performances. And it may not be the most stable, but I gotta hand it up, like give it up for the camera here because we can see what appears to be the full band here, right? We couldn't see the bass before, we couldn't see the keyboard player or the drummer. It's a lot of people to get in the shot, especially if you're this close. I don't know how close they are. I'm guessing that's probably Mary. And so it may not necessarily be the most stable, and of course you can't really change the sound quality from the phone, other than in post. But yeah, I mean it's really cool to see the full group, and she is lighting it up. She sounds fantastic here. So much power right there. Our day will come. Like, and again, when she says come, she doesn't just waver with the come. She increases her volume through it and finishes off, like just kind of leaves it in the air, and it's such an incredible effect. Yes. Way, way different. So I think that was roughly the same as the rehearsal. I think it might have been slightly better, but the quality of the sound is much better. So, here we see so much more powerful vocals in general. Stage presence, I mean, there's something special about a live performance with this girl. And, this is true of a lot of artists, but she just truly comes to life. And, it's just subtle differences, but, you know, in the rehearsal, and it's there's nothing wrong with it, right? You don't need to. She may not necessarily be giving it all. But we see in this performance, I don't think it's also not the greatest sound quality, and the balance is off, and she's light compared to the balance of the rest of the group. But in general, it's a good sounding group. I think that I like this slower groove with this one, and they're definitely grooving. The backing vocals sounded good. We even heard a little bit of the guitar with the horn line there towards the end, matching them. The bass is solid. And yeah, they sounded good. I think that she really came through in this. This is certainly at this point, the best sounding of this song that I've heard her sing. It's a shame that the sound quality of the performance isn't the best, but she sounded fantastic. So we'll leave it at that. Next up, we've got. I think we'll do a well, I'll look at the length. I don't know if I'll do one or two shows. I'm certainly not going to do all three. Maybe we'll do both 11-year-olds remaining. We'll look at the time of both of them and see if we'll do that. But either way, we'll do one of them. And so we'll see you in the next one. Thank you much. Again, if you're an angel and you haven't yet joined my membership over at aaronreacts.com, please do consider it. Link in the description for that. And we will see you in the next one. Thank you.